Hey everybody, I'm Mecca here from my self-publishing blueprint, and today I get to sit down with one of our students, Marco, and Marco just hit his first $3,500 month last month in March, and hit his first $1,000 within his first 90 days after signing up for the course. He generated over $1,000 profit. So super excited to have him on the channel to share what he's been doing and to give all of you a bit more insight into what it's like to get going with this world of Kindle self-publishing. So Marco, man, welcome to the channel, my friend.
Thank you, Mecca. Glad to be here.
Sweet, bud. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Okay,
Okay.
you were just saying off camera, you started publishing, or your first book was published April 4th of last year of 2017. But what got you into figuring out, hey, I want to make some money by publishing some books up on Amazon? And so can you run us through what your life was like just right before you started self-publishing?
Okay, how far back do you want me to go?
Okay, let's go back so why did you start self-publishing? Can we
all right.
start with that?
Okay, so I wanted to essentially create passive income, just something on the side, just generating income on its own, where I don't have to be like physically present working on it, all the time to generate that income.
Why? How did you hear about that?
Actually, so before I found Kindle publishing, I found FBA. So
okay, so Amazon FBA, yeah.
Yeah, so that was my initial entry point into making money online. Was
okay.
Research. I did some I remember Googling, hey, how can I make money on the side kind of thing.
Right.
And I found all this. I found FBA, and then FBA led me to other opportunities within Amazon, which was Kindle or self-publishing. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Did you start with Stefan, by the way?
I did.
With the FBA?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the exact same path I did too, right? It was,
that's hilarious.
I started looking into the FBA from Stefan and Project Life Mastery. But then for me, I did Kindle because FBA just required more startup capital than I had. So then I found Kindle.
And then you were like, wow, cool. The entry point for Kindle compared to FBA is it doesn't compare.
Well, you're looking at how much I invested $300 when I first started Kindle publishing. What did you start with?
It was about that. I remember his course was publish 5,000 words, right? So it was probably a bit less. It was probably around 200. But
whereas FBA, you need like 2, 3, 4, 5 grand to really get it going properly.
Exactly. Right. And not only that, you're getting stuff from China. And
you got to deal with suppliers. Right. You got to deal with what do you call it? Custom brokers and
exactly
a whole it's a whole other ballgame.
Exactly.
So, okay.
A lot more to it.
Okay. So go ahead.
No, so I was going to say, actually, I made a huge change last year in my life. I was working professionally. I still do. I'm a software engineer. I still work for a company, a startup in Toronto. But I wanted something on the side. So, I started doing some research, and not only did I start the whole Kindle thing, but then I started the whole self-development thing, improving myself, my mindset, just changing my life completely.
Right.
And yeah, it's been amazing so far.
Nice, man. Well, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you started Kindle publishing. When did you? So first you started with K-Money Master.
Yeah, that was my first course.
Okay, and you were just talking about off camera that you first saw me when I was doing that course back in the day.
Yes, I saw you in their full disclosure or full members, something like that. Full disclosure membership group.
Cool. Yeah. And so how did that go? Let's run through. How did your first couple books go? What happened? How did you end up taking my self-publishing blueprint?
Okay, so I published. I followed the course, right? In the course, Stefan recommended to do 2 books, so I did do that. One of them still kind of sells today, but it didn't do very well. The second one, again, it still sells here and there, but none of those books really took off like the books that I have out right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so you took that and then you joined up for my self-publishing blueprint. It was the fall, like October, November
Yeah,
type
it
of
was
thing.
around, yeah, it was around October last year. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then what happened? What changed?
So at that point, I think I had a few books. I think I had five, maybe 6 or 7 books out.
Hmm.
I think one of them, yeah, I can't remember, but I know it was like at least 5 I
Okay.
had out at the time. I was earning about $300
Right.
a month at the point.
Okay.
I joined your course, and immediately I discovered a few things that I was doing wrong. Like immediately after maybe like I think the first 3 videos, I was like, wow.
What were they? Like,
Just the whole publishing process in general, right? So finding the keyword, the whole pyramid thing,
mhm.
that was phenomenal. How you find it, right? You were doing it very differently than the course that I was used to. So that whole process was like, wow, this is easy. Like, let me just follow this and let's see how it goes because I didn't have
Mhm.
that process before. So that right there was like massive for
Mhm.
me, right? And then I kept going further and further. And your one thing that I remember and I use for every single book
Mhm.
is your 10x keywords. That was wow for me.
That's really helped, huh?
Yeah, tremendously.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like like yeah, it was really good. And till this day, I use it for every single book that I publish. There's not one book that I don't use that strategy.
Right. There's no point in having, Amazon gives you the 7 keyword slots, but you can use up to 70 keywords, not 7. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that can make a massive difference.
yeah, yeah.
Cool, man. And so you hit your first 1,000 published in how many books? Like when you started the blueprint?
Yeah, yeah. Man, I started the blueprint. So I think I had around 7. Right
Okay.
now I have 18.
Okay. How many of them are from the blueprint?
I do have a few more bundles out right now.
Okay.
I would say at least, I mean, 7, 18. So we'll say 11.
So 11 books, you're bringing in about $3,500 or so right now.
Right, right.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So how's this income helped with your confidence? Like when you hit that first 1,000, can you give people an idea of like what was going through your mind? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
were you, what happened?
Right. So I've been wanting to hit 1,000 for a long time. I mean, ever since I started, I want to hit 1,000. Right. Everybody wants
Right.
to do that. And that month, I tend to watch my sales. Right.
Hmm.
So that month, things were just going so well, and I was super excited, and I finally did it. I hit the $1,000 a month. I hit my mark. I think I was slightly over,
Hmm.
and it just changed everything for me. It was just like, man, I could do this. Like if I can hit 1,000, I think the month before I probably did like 500. If I can double it in a month, why can't I do that again and again? Right. I mean, I had a process where I knew how to go to 1,000.
Right.
Right. And it changed everything. I'm definitely a lot more confident now publishing a book. I feel like I'm at a confidence level where I feel like I can publish any book and achieve a pretty good result. Yeah.
What about keyword research? Because I know a lot of people struggle with that in the beginning, just trying to figure out, okay, what is this keyword good? Is that keyword good? Have
Hmm.
you noticed that the only way to get better at keyword research is just by publishing books and them failing or them succeeding? Like what's your take on how to get better with keyword research?
Okay, so keyword research I would say, is the hardest part of the whole process,
For sure.
or at the very least, the most critical, right?
Mhm.
Um, it's tough. It is. You have to dig deep. You have to, you know, kind of think outside the box,
Hmm.
and don't be afraid to use other tools like Google Keyword Planner. That gives you some ideas. KDP Rocket is another one. Let that give
Hmm.
you ideas, and then go into Amazon and then, you know, do the research. But yes, like you have to. I think the best way to learn something is to just dive in and learn from the mistakes that you make, right? Because you're going to make a mistake, right?
Right.
We're not perfect. Nobody is.
Hmm.
The best way to succeed is to just fail, right?
Hmm.
Every failure is just a step closer to success. So the more you publish, the more experience you gain, and the quicker you're gonna discover, you know, how to find profitable keywords, right? Right. Just based off your experience alone. So in the sense of, hey, should I publish more to get better?
Hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's we're doing this April 12th. You've been publishing now for about a year. Looking back, what are some of the lessons that you learned, mistakes you made? Like, how could you help some people brand new watching this?
Okay.
Hey, don't do this. Focus on this, just to
Mhm.
kind of speed them up.
Okay. So I think the biggest mistake I made in the beginning is not really focusing on one niche. I was kind of everywhere. I published books in various niches and just one of each. You know, I
Right.
didn't dive deep. I
Yeah.
started to later. Um, but that's probably one of my biggest mistakes in the beginning, is not to focus on one that's working and then publish multiple books within it. Another thing is get paperback ASAP. Like, don't wait. Do it. It honestly doesn't really cost you much except the paperback cover. So that is the only extra cost. And paperback is where you make most of your money. And another one is audiobooks. You have to have your book on ACX. You have to. If you don't, just like paperback, you're leaving a lot of money on the table.
You getting paid well with audiobooks?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Sweet. Sweet.
yeah.
All right. So people who are watching, maybe they're thinking of going with one course or another course. What are some benefits of my self-publishing blueprint? Why did that? Why did you end up choosing this over the other options that are available to you? What are some of your favorite aspects of it? What can people expect to get from it? When they pick it up.
Okay. So first, I think the most important. Okay. Let me rephrase. The biggest benefit between your course or the other course that I took, the
Mhm.
K Money Mastery. Can I say that?
Yeah, man. There's no
Okay.
point in playing smokes and mirrors. These people aren't idiots.
Yeah. Okay. So the biggest thing between your course and other courses was that you're doing it. Like, you're in the publishing, you're still in it, you're strategizing, like you're bringing out new strategies and really helping the students based on today, like right now.
Cool.
Not like last year's strategy, the year before, you know.
Mhm.
So I think that's the biggest difference. Other than that, your course is step by step by step. All someone has to do is get your course and just follow it. That's it.
Kind of like a blueprint, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
I no guesswork. That's what I wanted removed from my course. I didn't want any guesswork. I just wanted people to just be able to, like, here, do this, follow it, and
Yeah.
you'll get success. There's no like, oh, should I do this or should I do that or what about this? I've tried to remove as many questions from it as possible,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know?
Right. Right.
So Cool, man. Cool. Any final thoughts you want to add here before we wrap things up?
Um, I'm just gonna say if this is like something you want to do, honestly, it's a very easy side hustle. Whether you want to commit all in at the beginning or not, it's something that you can easily do with free time, maybe after work or on the weekends or whatever. Because once your book is out there and you follow the steps, it just sells on its own. So I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't get into self publishing.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, bud, thank you so much for taking some time with us today. If you want to get signed up for my self-publishing blueprint, we'll have a link in the description. You can go click that, join the Facebook group that comes with the course, and Marco is super, super active in there. And yeah, awesome. Until next time, everyone. Speak to y'all soon. Take care.